Hello, the website or the mobile app that I was using today is Nearpod. So with Nearpod, it's an online interactive presentation tool that you can interact with students and yourself. So this is how the home screen login. You can sign up for free. So if you also log in, it was an account. So you can sign in with Google, or if your school already has an account with them, you could be able to log into that. And then we'll do this joint lesson in a few minutes. So with Nearpod, and when you log in, it'll take you to this home screen where there's multiple things you could do. You could do a quick launch in which you could ask open-ended questions, set a timer on this website, have students interact collaboratively on a specific board, or even present interactive videos. With this, you could make your own custom lesson or have create a lesson like from scratch. I believe if you pay for this, you could get Google Slides on here as well, so you could do both. Or upload a lesson, or if you, let's say you don't have a lesson built into the presentation already, what you could do is explore the Nearpod library. So with this Nearpod library, there's a few things different do. So the feature ones, Native American Heritage Month, Dias de los Muertos, Daylight Savings, Election Day, Veterans Day. Then from here we go to a specific grade. So if you're teaching either elementary school, middle school, or high school, there's different things, or even college level. Let's say we do high school. From here, there's different things you could do. So one is there's a lesson that will do more what the lesson's supposed to be about. So let's say if I want to learn about students, athletes, and NIL, or even solar eclipse, I could click on those. I could even have an activity where students could compete in specific things like music dynamics, art, color, electrical, college, or even upload a video on here. So depending on what you're talking about, probability, what is life anyways. So there's different things to do. But let's say because I'm in math, I want to look up a math lesson plan. And if we click on lessons, it'll give me a lot of lesson plans depending on what I want to teach, including activities. You could do drag and drop, multiple choice, I believe, for vocabulary understanding, and videos depending on the topic. So like multiplying binomials, parabolas. So let's say if I wanted to add a lesson, let's say let's go with slope and so forth. What I could do is preview the lesson to see if I like this. So it kind of shows you what it's about. If you want to change anything up, you could also do that when you add it to your library. So if I put add to my library, it would be say lessons successfully added. And right next to this Nearpod, this low 3-bar, you could go to click here and go to my library. So from right here, this is the one I added, and I could teach it, I could edit it, I could preview it still to make sure that everything that I want is on here. So I put teach. There's two different features you could do. You could do the live participation, and where I control the pace of everyone's device, making sure that no one's getting ahead of the lesson. Or I could do a student's pace where students could get ahead of the lesson if they feel like I'm going too slow for it. So let's just say if I do student pace, right? And then we will continue. What it does is it adds this thing, or let me put teach and put like participation. So with this, it gives me a code, right? Let's just say I copy this of the presentation by itself, and I click on here where I was at originally. I put join lesson and enter the code. I just need to put my name. Let's put my name and join the lesson, right? So because this is the first option, whereas everyone's going at slide, I can't get ahead of myself, so I can only go one at a time. I can raise my hand as well to slow down, repeat, even have reactions. So let's say I'm on here. talking about slope and intercept form. What is cool is that it is interactive. So they say how much you already know. If I'm the teacher, if I go back here, it says how much you know about slope and intercept form. Let's just say I don't know anything at all and submit that answer. Then the teachers be able to see, oh, he doesn't know the answer. And we can continue where it's kind of anonymous and see how much your students know and they don't feel embarrassed. So if I'm looking from the student's perspective, this is all I could see, so I don't know which one's the right answer. And Nearpod is just a cool tool that you could have in your classroom for students to interact with the lesson plans. And that's pretty much it.